Good morning, book lovers of the internet. Welcome back to my channel. I am BookNerd822, and in this video, I am going to be reviewing this graphic novel, which I know many of you have been looking forward to listen to me speak about. This one is called Silver Eyes by, as you can see, Scott Cawthon and another two people, Claudia Schroeder and Kira Breed Risley. Now, this is the first book in the Five Nights at Freddy's graphic novel series. It consists of about 190 pages, and I rated it a 3 out of 5 stars. I borrowed this one from the Birkirkara Public Library. I also managed to find the rest of the trilogy, which I borrowed as well, of course. I look forward to reading the rest. So I have not yet finished the novel. Um, as you might know, I have been reading the novel chapter by chapter over the months, but I haven't really made much progress. But yeah, I did not want to miss out on the opportunity of borrowing all three graphic novels in this series from the library and read them in as short a time as possible, basically. So yeah, I still think after all these years of Five Nights at Freddy's as having quite a cool concept, and the jump scares and suspense are done right. Honestly, when I was younger, I used to hear about Five Nights at Freddy's all the time, always wondering what this concept might be. I never really looked into it because I was never much of a gamer. Then they made the books, and of course, the opportunity for me to read them and see them in a visual format arose as well. And I took complete advantage of that situation. So yeah, Michael is basically a victim of the place where Freddy Fazbear works. I suppose you can say his own restaurant. And several years down the line, his friends return to the place where he was kidnapped and killed. This isn't much of a spoiler, basically, because this is the entire foundation of Five Nights at Freddy's. So yeah, no spoilers just yet. Then there are the animatronics, which were apparently the main character's father's idea, and they are designed in a way to be worn as well as to be controlled remotely, as far as I can tell. But once people wear these suits, if they move in them incorrectly, they might trigger the devices, which will definitely pierce through your body, and you'll bleed out and die. Basically, that is how people are killed by the serial killer there. So yeah, Charlie, of course, understands the concept, the design, and it's an extremely dangerous one. I don't understand why they would even allow such a design in an environment where children would be roaming. It's strange to me to begin with, but anyway, I suppose that just adds to the horror of the situation. So, this is where there will be some spoilers. Click away if you haven't yet watched or read or seen this in any other format, by the way. So, the serial killer is also the security guard working at the place, and yeah, for such a simple concept, such reads still send shivers down my spine and are very fast paced. This literally took me a couple of minutes to get through, and I have another two of them to go. I consider myself very lucky. I'm not sure if I've mentioned yet. But yeah, I think I would have enjoyed it better had the focus been more on the animatronics, Freddy and his buddies, rather than the human characters, since the suits are what make the story so unique, and there isn't really a lot of focus um, on them in the first book. They're only there to jump scare you, basically, much like they do in the game. The main focus is on the characters because we are given all of the backstory, all of the context we need to fully understand why these characters, these animatronic characters, these um, metallic soft toys are so dangerous, basically. So yeah, I suppose this, as I've been saying, was just an introduction to the world of Freddy, and it's more of a backstory as to how the animatronics came to be and who really puts the visitors in danger. So yeah, I am not sure as to whether or not some of the suits are actually haunted by the kids that were killed in them, or whether there are any adults who might have died in the suits as well. Save from the spoiler alert, by the way, once again, save for the security guard, but the entire thing, the way in which the suits are designed, is definitely unsettling. So I think that is all I had to say about the first book in the Five Nights at Freddy's graphic novel series, The Silver Eyes. Of course, it is very aptly titled. Because that is basically all you can see in the dark. Just the silver eyes, very, very haunting. They just jump at you out of nowhere. Honestly, it's quite a sad story, come to think of it, and many people don't seem to give it the credit it deserves for how depressing it is. They're just happy about the jump scares and about the thrilling factor of it, but it's quite depressing if we have to be completely honest. But yeah, that's all I had to say. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Take a look at the rest of the content because why not? It's absolutely amazing. And I'll see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. Bye, guys.